What's up, everybody? We're live from the hive.
What up, honey?
What up, honeys? Live from the hive. It's me, Kim Congdon, and my girl,
Sarah Weinschenk.
Hi, Shanky.
Hi.
Hi, Thicky Shanky.
Hi, Thicky Shanky.
Shanky.
Gimme, Condon taking over.
All right, let's get it. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kim Congdon Takeover. I'm Kim Congdon, here with myself, Kim Congdon, and we got McKenna producing today. What's up, McKenna?
Hello.
Hi. Oh my God, look at this woman power in the studio.
And I think they're ready. Cali Roots 2016. Welcome on stage from England, it's the Skins.
Cali Roots was crack-a-lacking. We're the Skins from London, England. How you fucking feeling, people? Boy, put away your gun and shine. You know you're just an angry, not a man. Yeah, put away your gun and shine. Rude boy, officer. Put away your taser and gun. You know I make a human after all. Yeah, put away your taser and gun. Officer.
Me, I don't think I'm a bad man.
See me, don't touch place.
Already we don't see no justice.
We don't see no pay.
Some of them sell drugs in the West End,
Them my shots in the ace.
and now some of them mothers are crying.
Some of the sons
Nah,
are
nah, nah, in the days, mothers are backing and gunning for nothing but pay.
and every day we wake up wickedness I ain't
They
crazy.
come to the robbers, bloods with the shorters, singing that sticky in the street.
It's strictly love and unity we need. Boy, put you in your gun and shine. You know I just ain't angry, you're not a man. Yeah, put you in your gun and shine. Ooh, boy, officer. Put you in your taser and gun. You know I make a human after you. Yeah, put you in your taser and gun. Officer.
Satan, I fear I leave everybody blank.
It's your man one time, but they could have been a prison, they should have been a fine. And I finally a weed, but he just can't see. But I'm in a man, I say more that deep.
But they never one by said that's cause they don't give a damn about us.
Really when I fight and fast, when I walk in the street and I ride my bars.
I just wanna be stress-free and live in a peace and harmony.
First I started the skin tattoo, but I read with a conscious fight in a reality.
You know that's this we are who the righteous. I'm not give a damn if you don't like us. I'm not really care if you will fight us. Because we walk with our unity in the community. The skins we are who the righteous. I'm not give a damn if you don't like us. I'm not really care if you will fight us. Because we walk with our unity in the community. Boy, put away your gun and shine. You know it just ain't angry, you're not a man. Yeah, put away your gun and shine. Ooh, boy, I'm in our officer. Put away your taser and gun. You know I make a human after all. Yeah, put away your taser and gun. Officer.
Cali Roots 2016 and everything mad. Our band is called The Skins, people. It's an absolute fucking pleasure. Let's have some fun, because we come for dancing.
Cause I'll blame it on myself.
When I wake up with so creative remains and I wait for 2 days for Ellen to be deep in and out.
Like a fat mic, gonna bug into my shit.
In this vein, you're making me change. Love I came at a rage, locked up, but I ain't on the top, I got top, but I'm blaming myself. Long stop feeling pain from a girl, mom, that, and away from the world for a minute. Get to the weight of the world that I live in. I don't wanna give it. But you see, I'm really trying to quality, the finish, and I'm really gonna take control. I know, take a life, cheese. But till time, I did my free with cheese. Call line and keep myself singing. Say that I scored the A when you're my brain, that's the thing. Yeah! Cali Roots, it feels fucking good to be back, man. Thank you so much for coming out this early, man. I don't know if anyone saw us last year, but this stage is a bit bigger, so we appreciate your time to the maximum and fullest. But right now, energies and movements in a rubber dub style.
Sing a little reggae to the undergo. The melody telling me that I should show my love for the reggae dub style. You know, sing a little reggae to the undergo. The melody telling me that I should show my love for the reggae dub style. Come follow me now to the start of the race. Everybody in their minds, to pick up the pace. Start the pedal, let the radius be ready for the chase. My heart farms to run down my face. I'm like, oh, shot. I'm in my chair. Could give my with the bomb because I need to prepare like how the races have begun just now. When I lead them in a first well, I got the shoulder that I got what it takes. I got the shoulder that I will put on our brakes. I got the shoulder that I make my mistakes. Cause the man and I can't run away.
As you know, sing a little reggae to the undergo. The melody are telling me that I should show my love for the reggae dub style. Don't know what I love around. As you know, sing a little reggae to the undergo. The melody are telling me that I should show my love for the reggae dub style. Don't know.
Some of them people try and slow me down, but I never do. I excel in speed. Tell them I tell you some of them people try and roll me up, but they won't catch a fucking penny from me. I see the vampire, pure blood sucker. I want to say to the heart, now I saw it. Snake in the grass, me a bait and a carnage. So take this to the grave, and then you're the fight. If I ain't your back, put your hand in my pocket. Show me a job, I'm in my standing there laughing. Tank when I'm a warming. Man, never the blood in your super bad true colors. Pick up running, get while I'm bobbing.
As you know, sing a little reggae to the undergo. The melody are telling me that I should show my love for the reggae dub style. Oh no, as you know, sing a little reggae to the undergo. The melody are telling me that I should show my love for the reggae dub style. Oh no.
Somebody say pull up.
Never let another man slow me down. Reconsider life, but it's not the same. And if you're listening, you know my vocal come from my mouth. And you know you can't take life from love. I know I never let another man write my songs. In the end, I look up and I know I'm making that one guy. Spending all the money that would make them all another use with a bum back.
Cali Roots, you're all fantastic people. Thanks very much. How we feeling? Everyone nice? Nice time, nice time. This one for all the ladies, them.
You see me up here, work. You see me do me dirt. And send me back to work. And when you wanna learn. Me not good if I'm more join me at this setting. And not time to have you lacking. You might go what you not like. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in a righteous. Nobody takes me in a crisis. I believed all of your dreams, adoration. You took my heart and my keys and my patience. You took my heart and my sleeve for decoration. Taking my love, I brought for you for foundation. All that I wanted from you was to give me something that I've never seen something that you've never been. And then you wake up and act like nothing's wrong. Just get up and work. See me up and work. You see me do me dirt. Tell me about how work. Oh, when you wanna learn. Let me knock her up and tell me about the work. Oh, when you wanna learn. So I went up the time and a law, and despite my tie crack is starting to show, I'm lost in a zone, and in me so blow bright signs oversized, nice as I roll, I suppose. So baby, come and rest up, hands on my desk, stairs through the air like a scarecrow, stairs up, back row, stain not the weather, pain, rain, drain, stay sane, 'cause the rain, it's hot rain.
I'm from the restroom shine. All I wanna see is mine. I'm from the restroom shine. I guess I don't know what I've been for. I'm from the restroom shine. In your life to the world.
You wanna let broken hearted, silly little shell of a girl. Honey, are you ever gonna love me, or am I wasting my time? Because I'm broken hearted, look at me, it's starting to sign me a life for a life. And let me say, are you ever gonna love me, or am I wasting my time? Because I'm broken hearted, look at me, it's starting to sign. Yeah.
Cali Roots, thank you very much, man. Everyone feeling nice? Our band is called The Skints. This is the second day of our USA tour this spring. Fantastic, it feels good to be back, thank you. We had a total fucking nightmare last night in Santa Cruz, man, so big up everyone for coming out early today and showing love. It means the most. Let's have some fun. This one's about where we're from.
London City, I was born in. You know I love this town, but I can't pick up when she's calling.
So many minutes for me to the place and raise me. Give me the up and down until I let them shave me. Give me a run-down time with a roughneck sound. 'Cause a ratty nutty on the ground don't face me. I never did no one to stand with just one place, man. The love of the music, we did not to scream and net fly. From the mountain tops to an eastern bar. I reach up again and lean to catch a nice fight. But no matter where we go, we leave a London town. When we wind up in a black street. Turn up an hour early for the sound check. Sit down and let's run around the rhythm and sound. Back and round and what's it very racing. Against the clock, I catch a turn when you're facing. No matter where we go, when you're coming on. I said nothing me and give me another tasting.
Well, I know the London music that come before me time. 'Cause the new buzz on me reaching it was back in 85. When I bongo roots and culture, rock like a lip up or grind. So I take a little trip on the Victoria line. Man, I trip a tip, but I read it down in a Brixton. Fun and chat with the man in the town and Tyson systems. Every man time, and we see the bridge in us, man. He said, whoa, yesterday we nice obsession. That's Kinsey Vibey and the one last manner. 3 weeks, we are gonna join as one. So let's get together and do this boom song. Remember play it on the station. Why have to do it on the television? Everybody's at the foot and everyone there is a man do. You never know, 'cause this one's a champion. What they talking about the place in London?
'Cause I really love my London town. Through the up and through the down. I've been almost everywhere, but I might have to go back here. So much different thing to do, so much different thing to see. It is multicultural, but I just love it anyhow.
Gonna raise right here, smokers, drink a beer, knowing I got no fear. But love this London atmosphere, but it's the tea. I am from the city, I belong, that's the only place for me. But I'm in my family,
London City, I was born in. You know I love this town. London City, I was born in.
If you love this town, let me hear you make some noise.
I can't pick up when she's calling. London City,
Cali Roots from the front to the back at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. It's emotional right now. Big up everyone, everyone. How we doing in the side galleries? Everybody good? Everyone nice? How about my down below crew in the bowl, in the very bowl? Like that bit of milk and them last couple Cheerios that you can't quite dig out with the spoon. Yeah. All right, come, listen. We're a band called The Skins from London, England, yeah? And I know you lot love smoking and looking lovely in the sun, which you're doing right now, but we come for dancing. If you don't remember ska music, not your time, listen. Say I ain't gonna beg you ring your phone all the time, 'cause if beg a brother I can tell when you're tired. Pay for couple cab fare, I bought a couple wine. But if she thinks that I'ma spend that, she got the wrong guy. Come on, me never grew on my family tree. I just want you, girl, not a family cheese. I went in with the judge, should I blind the retreat? I went in with the judge, should I blind the retreat? Trust me, it's you I want of that much, I am sure. 'Cause you ain't like them other ones, so can I lay you down, girl? Lay you down, can I lay you down, girl? Lay you down, can I lay you down, girl? Lay you down on my bed, girl, for my bed. Till you in my time felt some points to the bow. Till you in my time felt a knife to my throat. But I feel the pain in my brain not the most. She wake up in my bed but she don't stay for tea and toast. And I money never grew on my family tree. I just want you, girl, not a family cheese. I went in with the judge, should I blind the retreat? I went in with the judge, should I blind the retreat? Trust me, it's you I want love that much, I am sure. 'Cause you ain't like them other ones, so can I lay you down, girl? Lay you down, can I lay you down, girl? Lay you down, can I lay you down, girl? Lay you down on my bed, girl. Up on my Trust me, it's you I want of that much, I am sure. 'Cause you ain't like them other ones, no. 'Cause you ain't like them other ones, no. 'Cause you ain't like them other ones, so can I lay you down, girl? Lay you down, can I lay you down, girl? Lay you down, can I lay you down, girl? Lay you down on my bed, girl. Up on my bed, lay you down, girl. Lay you down, can I lay you down, girl? Lay you down, can I lay you down, girl? Lay you down on my bed, girl. Up on my bed, lay you down, girl. Lay you down, can I lay you down, girl? Lay you down, can I lay you down, girl? Lay you down on my bed, girl. Up on my bed, 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 on my bed, girl. Up on my bed. If you're feeling good, say yeah! California roots, more energy, more movement. Repeat after me. Bop, bop.
Say there's friends in this business, but do you really know? They say there's friends in this business, but do you really know? Oh. I see the stakes ahead, grass over step on the ground, trying to keep to my way, and I say that it's hard not to laugh and pretend it doesn't see to. I'll be a slave when they're taking the wage, getting paid and leaving. When nobody hates, they show that you caught it. Now I see it. They say there's friends in this business, but do you really know? They say there's friends in this business, but do you really know? Oh, they say there's friends in this business, but do you really know? They say there's friends in this business, but do you really know? Oh, I see the faces, the handshakes and meetings and cheating to see more. They don't understand. Some people will be born so I can see through. They can't let you play it with the rules out for us to lose. I don't think so. Well, I gotta play for the storm from this fair weather friend. They say there's friends in this business, but do you really know? They say there's friends in this business, but do you really know? Oh, they say there's friends in this business, but do you really know? They say there's friends in this business, but do you really know? Oh. La 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 la. La 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 la. They say there's friends in this business, who do you really know? They say there's friends in this business, who do you really know? Oh, they say there's friends in this business, who do you really know? They say there's friends in this business, who do you really know? Oh,
Cali Roots, thank you very much. Everybody feeling nice outside right now. Our band is called The Skins. It's an honor and a privilege. This one.
in this free country, where nothing is free, the cost of living is killing me.
Alright, first thing, everybody working and serves in the dirt, and the worst things were tightening our purse strings with smiles on the surface. Tired and they've crossed us, man, wild like a lion, but confined to the circus. Sisters and my brothers, those who stand above us, plan to rock us. 50 million sufferers in 33 boroughs, taxing us for labour and they're claiming that they love us. Rage, I feel that pain, on minimum wages, snakes and ladders, but the aim in the game is to stay sane, get paid, and again and again and again. So I spoke about my hopes and my dreams and my dream. I don't even make my ray, but I feel like I'm living in the grind all day. Money, 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 makes the world okay, but it's funny because I don't know if I feel that way. Ooh.
In this free country, where nothing is free, the cost of living is killing me. In this free country, where nothing is free, the cost of living is killing me.
One time's better, the other
of living is a killing me. Killing me. Killing me. The cost of living is a killing me. All I really need is enough to get by. I never had to want for anything more. You can call me a fool, but your way is too cruel, and I won't be falling in line.
Smiles on the surface, we're tired and they've cursed us. Man, wild like a lion, but confined to the circus.
In this free country where nothing is free, the cost of living is a killing me. This free country where nothing is free, the cost of living is a killing me. Killing me. Killing me. The cost of living is a killing me.
Yes, Cali Roots, nice one, man. Just want to give a shout out, yeah, to everyone in this scene surrounds this festival that has come and fully embraced us with open arms and let us start touring in the USA, man, because it's all love. Big up the Steppers, man. Big up the Expanders. Big up Tribal Seeds. Big up Protege and the Indignation. Big up Winter James. Big up Easy Star Records, man. Every time, make noise for all these people. Big up Fortunate Youth, everyone. But this is a little sound from home. Sounds of the eyes. One hand in the air like this, Cali Roots. Let's fucking do this. One. You better watch when you step around here, that's dangerous. Kids back around with the sailors, don't even go church but able to know what gain is. It's crazy, kids running around in the main street, Bailey. I ain't trying to be like one of the civilians on the road screaming, save me. 1 minute you're there just trying to bring neck finger be dead, so keep the eyes in the back of your head, cut the back of the ends of the states with fit, so put the track to the dirt in the city of London, watch how you function, car kids run things. Better act like you got nothing or get up for something.
Walking around with ice in the back of my head. That's how you gotta step around, yeah. Walking around with ice in the back of my head. That's how you gotta step around,
Eyes in the back of mine, minds in the manner of violence. Clever guy silence, sides white guidance. If I hold the vibe with a Bible, but die in a matter of time. And the swine cops don't give a shit though. Babylon, I want you flocked in the bing, bro. Kids running around in the big, singing beats, getting rich, yo. Some of them are mental, let it sing like Ringo Starr. Hanging the out, you know the king goes far. Rubbing the eyes, taking the bags for the crackers in the bag of the ride. The bone bag goes a man, man, the tiger down the side. People are panicking. Young boys wanna turn calm to the dark, turn around, pure evil like Anakin. Empire never cheats, some people equal, strap back line.
with ice in the back of my head. That's how you gotta step around, yeah. Walking around with ice in the back of my head. That's how you gotta step around, Walking around with ice in the back of my head. That's how you gotta step around, yeah. Walking around with ice in the back of my head. That's how you gotta step around.
So I won't go out on the top of the night because I reckon and I'm picking a fight. And I take them when you better burn them alive. That I right now, right, something to the nine.
So tight.
When I'm running from a line.
So tight.
When I'm running in the line.
So high.
Full of time, never to see high. And in a fight, my back and I'm right. And I'm sit tight for the visual. So right, wanna burn in the visual. Time by right, pick them out for the criminals. Full minds, that's full mind.
Like, let's get physical.
Wanna win another king in the north. 7 of the kingdom. Sick of the war. White walkers, talk of the rhythm of war. Sick of the war, take the floor.
Walking around with ice in the back of my head. This how you gotta step around, yeah. Walking around with ice in the back of my head. This how you gotta step around, Walking around with ice in the back of my head. This how you gotta step around, that's how you gotta step around, step around.
Yeah. Everyone just looks bloody lovely right now, can I just say, everyone? Fucking beautiful. All right, I know that this is the place for it in more ways than one, yeah. Cali Roots, right about now, we're going deep into the forest, the forest, the forest. Join us in the forest.
Oh, say that we are all the same as a delusion, but from that please draw a negative conclusion. For I mean not to say that we should not be. Every single race has one inequality. Oh, without one another the world would turn. The Baptist daughter, many names around your family map. For that tree of life is enormous and relates to all of we. So open up your eyes and see. Forest for that tree, yeah. The forest for that tree, yeah. The forest for that tree. The forest for that tree. So touch up without Mr. Lumberer. Leave the ocean succeed. Be sweet back together, Mr. Carpenter. In a labor, a love for humanity. Hey.
To reckon I like it like I rock opportunity. And I will on my father's run and build a forest for that tree. Rested in my space until it started to relate to me. Respecting other what I'm ready to see. Far without one another won't go. We know the world inevitably crack. It's not how many men are looking as is the land. For the land in which we fell into acquire the greater need. So open up your eyes and see the forest for that tree.
Yeah, the forest for that tree, yeah. The forest for that tree. The forest for that tree. So touch up without Mr. Lumberer and leave the ocean succeed. Be sweet back together, Mr. Carpenter. In a labor, a love for humanity. Hey, yeah.
All of the youths must flute. Cali Roots, you lot feeling good out there? Are you having a nice time? Because if you're feeling good like I am, I need you to liven up more than that. Whatever I say, I need you to listen very carefully and repeat after me, okay? Because it's Cali Ruse 2016 and the Skins come to do this. So listen, listen, listen. I tell them yaga yaga yo. Say whoa 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 whoa. Say bananga 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 skring bring die. I listen when I judge his skin Johnny. Nothing now if you have a forest then you've got to have a tree. And if you have a beehive, well it must contain a bee. Follow me now if you're well in a teapot, well in your must improve tea. And no man is an island that do a song, but I want in it so big out the people that promoting me individuality, rationality and humility, vibes and a virtuality. But you want to act like you and me are the same, but in actuality, I want trying to bribe my pride from my nationality.
Lord, mind what you do, and I the youth man. Mind what you say, youth man. Lord, mind what you do, and I the youth man.
Joe's place. Why don't you come along? We have a date to play a set of doubles. Oh, you can play anytime. Come on, we'll have some laughs. Can I go along with you? Sure. Hey, I'll see you at dinner, sis.
If you want a good smoke, try one of these.
You'll meet Bill. We're going over to Joe's place. Why don't you come along? We have a date to play a set of doubles. Oh, you can play anytime. Come on, we'll have some laughs. Can I go along with you? Sure. Hey, I'll see you at dinner, sis.
If you want a good smoke, try one of these.
You'll meet Bill, who once took pride in his strong will as he takes the first step toward enslavement.
Enslavement.
If you're afraid,
Smoking the soul-destroying reefer, they find a moment's pleasure, but at a terrible price. Debauchery, violence, murder.
Oh,
Wow.
look, she's just gonna jump out the window.
Oh my gosh. Jeez.
Apparently, it makes you act terrible too.
Right.
Terrible at acting.
Look at this guy. Play faster.
She's actually playing pretty good for someone who's stoned.
Yeah.
You know, imagine being hammered and trying to play that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so this was the propaganda from, and what year was that, Jamie? 36.
Wow.
So this is all, they're all like trying to stop hemp as a commodity. That's really what it's all about.
Yeah.
It's really not
Isn't
about
it fascinating
the
just
drug.
to see the repetition of the propaganda, information warfare to be able to serve a special interest.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, and it's ridiculous that it's always
Fomenting
existed.
fear and
Yeah, and that it was going on almost 100 years ago. And
incredible.
what's also important about it is the problem with something like that is that now you don't trust the media, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you don't trust the media and then you go out and try it yourself, you don't have real accurate information because now there's like this. There's these narratives that have been created that aren't based on truth, and so you don't know where to go. You don't
Right.
know what's real and what's not, and then you have people that tell you it's harmless, and then you have people tell you, and there's people like me that go, nah,
Yeah.
because I'm like, it's not harmless.
Yeah.
It's not, marijuana is not a harmless thing.
Yeah.
You definitely shouldn't take it when you're young, and here's what's really important. Some people can't handle it for whatever reason, and it's most likely some biological thing, just like some people are allergic to aspirin or,
Right.
or whatever. Like there's some people, they don't mix well with that stuff. And there's a real connection between schizophrenia with some people that maybe are susceptible to schizophrenia. Alex Berenson wrote a great book about it called Tell Your Children. It's very interesting because there's real instances of people taking high doses and getting schizophrenic.
Yeah.
But if we're being lied to about it, no one knows who's going to give me the information? Where's the truth coming out? Because if one group is saying that this is a Schedule 1 chemical and it's very dangerous, and then all your friends are just smoking weed and going to the movies, you're like, well, clearly this is not that dangerous.
Yeah.
Like jiu-jitsu people and surfers, they're all getting high. Like, what's real here?
Yeah.
And because we don't have the ability to just honestly talk about things without everything getting so weird and like the hemp thing, like having a hemp flag, like this is a problem with the DEA.
Exactly.
Hey guys, don't you have fentanyl to worry about? Why are you fucking with flags?
Seriously, it makes
There's
no
only
sense.
10,000 DEA agents. I think there's 10,100 some DEA agents. You guys got time for flags?
Yeah.
How many pounds of fentanyl is coming through that border while we're talking?
Yeah,
While you and I are talking, how much fentanyl is making it across in people's shoes and underwear and where the fuck they're hiding it?
Yeah.
No one's checking everybody.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's and then of course all the medicinal qualities of CBD as well, and how many people and kids and just people are benefiting from that.
Well, Dave Foley told me that his arthritis was so bad that his fingers were kind of like locked in this position. He had a really hard time straightening them until he started taking CBD. And then he's like, it's so much better now.
Wow.
Just like my fingers have full range of motion now.
Yeah.
I know so many people that take it for like aches and pains, and it actually helps some people with anxiety too, which is interesting.
The conflict here is, as you know, as majority of states in the country have legalized it in some fashion, whether it's medicinal or recreational or whatever, all these different levels. But because of the federal prohibition, essentially, you've got banking. It is a multi-$100 million industry, at least at this point. But in order to be able to conduct business with the bank and the business owner faces a potential federal charge of a crime. And so it's the second, third, fourth order of effects of this scheduling of cannabis is very, very far reaching and creating a worse problem, which is okay, well, so we do this on the black market, does this just become a cash industry, or where does this go?
Yeah, and the problem also is by having some states have it legal and some states have it illegal, then you still open up a market for illegal sales in the country, and what happens is the cartel comes in and they start growing it on public lands. I had a guy on the podcast, his name is John Norris, and he started off as a game warden. So he started off as a guy who's going to check fishing licenses and stuff. And one day they find that a stream has been diverted, and they're trying to figure out why the stream is dried up. So they make their way up the stream, and they find this irrigation system that's set up for an illegal marijuana grow-op in the middle of public land in California. So then they develop a tactical team. So it goes from him being a game warden, now they have dogs and bulletproof vests. They're getting in shootouts with the cartel.
Jeez.
So because they're making millions of dollars, but they're using really dangerous chemicals and pesticides that are illegal to use on crops in America.
Right.
And they're just using that shit up there. So who knows what the fuck you're getting if you're living in one of these states that has illegal pot.
Yeah.
Because when California changed the law and made marijuana legal recreationally, they made growing marijuana without a license, it's just a misdemeanor. So these guys that are just doing it now from the cartel, they're like, you have nothing to risk.
Right.
It's a misdemeanor, and we can make millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And so they have these guys up there, they have rosaries and all the photos of Jesus and shit they find in campgrounds, and they pay these guys to go out there, grow this stuff, and then bring it out. Harvest it and bring it out, and they're selling it. He said that, John said at the time of our podcast that 90% of all the marijuana that's being sold in the states where it's illegal is all from these grow-ops, a lot of them in California, on public land by the cartels. 90%.
Yeah.
90.
That's huge.
Even good old-fashioned American pot-growing entrepreneurs, the illegal ones, they can't keep up with the cartel. And this is because it's illegal. And this is the same reason why fentanyl's coming in. Don't do heroin, kids, okay? But if you keep everything illegal, you're gonna just prop up the government of these countries that is allowing this stuff to come in, and they're allowing people to grow it, or they can't do anything about it because the cartel has so much money and so much power that the government is basically helpless. And it's being propped up by Americans.
100%.
100%.
100%.
It's a rough thing to deal with because we don't want to say, let's make all drugs legal. Because, my God, the last thing you want is your kid to die of a drug overdose.
Exactly.
So nobody wants kids to be doing drugs.
Right.
But also, if you don't do that, you're just going to empower our neighbors to the south who happen to be drug dealers, some of them, and they're making billions of dollars selling drugs to America.
Yeah.
And you're killing kids at a rate higher than ever in recorded history. People are dying. There's 100,000 plus people every year that are dying from opiate overdoses, which is nuts.
Yeah.
That's so
it's
much.
Crazy. It's crazy that it's happening here in the United States of America.
And the thing is, this is where it's hard. It's happening because it's illegal, which sounds so counterintuitive. It would. The problem is, if it was legal, there would be a long period of time where it would be really bad. You know, I think if it was legal, too many people would try it that wouldn't try it.
Wouldn't have otherwise.
Yeah, they're not going to go to a drug dealer.
Yeah.
But if they can just go to CVS and buy heroin, let's see what the fuss is all about.
Yeah.
You know? That's spooky.
I think that this is the conversation that needs to be had, though. You know what I mean? It's the same thing about people unwilling to even discuss what is the right path. How do we handle this crisis that is a national crisis?
Yeah,
that's
they'll
taking
just
so
tell
many
you,
people's lives.
Tell people not to do it.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Okay. It's like,
I don't know. Well, that works out.
That doesn't work. It doesn't work. We're in a weird spot.
I was in San Diego a few weeks ago. We went out kind of to film a little mini documentary about what's happening at the border in San Diego. There's a lot of attention being put on, Texas and Arizona, but California's border is a whole different dynamic, both because they've got, a long stretch of border where you're crossing in and you're going straight to mountains, big open spaces, but then you've got the very dense urban corridor, I suppose, where people, whether they're coming in through the water or they're just coming across the border, where they can disappear into neighborhoods very quickly. But what was there? There's a few things that were very eye-opening and interesting. Number one is we know that the borders are open because we know how many people are coming through. The numbers that are being reported, I think it's close to 9 million now, just over the course of the Biden administration. What I saw there were people coming in, and we were just driving around, and we saw groups of people gathering in different locations from all over the world, illegal immigrants, and seemingly happy and going to the place where they were told to go, or they knew that Border Patrol was going to pick them up, and knowing that they will get processed, claim asylum, and most of them will be out with a plane ticket anywhere in the country within 24 hours. And so
that's crazy.
And I've talked to some of the Border Patrol agents, and they're not allowed to say anything on the record, but just the frustration that's being felt where they can't even do their job.
What is the justification for the plane ticket?
They don't have the ability to house people where they are.
So just like,
where do you want to go?
Is
Utah? Okay, here you go. Where do you want to go? New York City? And I went and I talked to a lot of them. I sat down and talked with people from Brazil, from Egypt, from Colombia, from Venezuela, from different parts of Eastern Europe. People from all over the world coming here with the known plan in this well-oiled machine. And I'm talking about this because it is very directed to the cartel, directly connected to the cartels, who are being enabled in their multi-billion-dollar human trafficking operation across the border by our policies, by the Biden administration's policies at the border, which is connected to their ability to move fentanyl and other drugs across the border. And so we spent a couple of days at the border there, and then went into the city of San Diego and went and started talking to some homeless people and talking to people who were clearly extremely high multiple drugs. And we're walking around with one of the community relations police officers there who's just plain clothes. He's walking around and keeping an eye on what's going on there. But we talked to this one guy who had a crack pipe in his hand. He seemed barely conscious, but he was engaging in a long conversation with us. And, I was asking him about fentanyl. And he's like, oh, yeah, I take fentanyl sometimes. But I usually take it at night to help me go to sleep. I asked, like, aren't you afraid of not waking up? Like, he's like, yeah, I've had a lot of friends who died from fentanyl, but I know how much to take. And I know how to manage it. And have you? He's like, yeah, I almost died twice, and I was revived. And then asking him, the police officer asked him, what would it take to get you off the street? What would it take to get you to a place where you can get some help and to get off drugs? And he said, 27-year-old guy, nothing. He said there's too many rules in the places where I could go and stay, and I want to live my life this way. It was so heartbreaking to see him. His eyes were barely open and clearly in an altered state of mind, but even in that state, in this conversation, how do you help someone who doesn't want to be helped?
You can't. It's the problem. I mean, you could talk to them. You could hope that they could get some information from you that shifts the way they think about things, but the addiction gets so deep.
Yeah.
And there's this thing that some addicts will say is that I feel better when I'm high. That it's the only time I feel good. It's the only thing good that I have in my life is when I get high. And if you take that away, my life is terrible. And if you've been an addict for a long time, the longer you're an addict, in fact, the more that's true, right? Because the more your life is a wreck.
Yeah.
And then you're forced to deal with it when you come off and you realize, like, oh my God, I'm 45 years old and I'm a heroin addict. Like, what the fuck? How is this?
Exactly.
And then now you're sober and your life is in shambles, and
Yeah.
you try to, like, figure out, how did you go so wrong? And then the only thing that made you feel good was heroin. You want to go back. You want to go back to that. And it's also people, like, get really scared of success. Even success in staying sober, they get scared of doing things well, and they seek comfort in failure because they've become accustomed to failure. So if the pressure of doing well and of, like, staying sober and, like, keeping healthy, like, it's almost too much.
Yeah.
Just the maintaining, the psychological, the anxiety, all the fear that comes with failing, that you just want to fail just so you can just feel comfortable again.
Yeah.
Then you don't have
There's
to.
no pressure.
Yeah, you don't have to deal with the pressure.
Yeah.
It's scary. The human mind is so susceptible to so many different things, whether it's cults or addictions or, I mean, we're very weirdly vulnerable to a lot of, like, very strange things.
Yeah.
And a lot of these things, I think a lot of the mental issues are accentuated by social media. I think that they exacerbate them badly. And
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of undiagnosed mentally ill people that are just killing themselves by being online all the time.
Yeah, I believe it.
I really do. I think it's terrible for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's so easy to get sucked into it.
It's so easy. And people that are, like, arguing with people constantly online,
exactly.
like, my God, what a terrible waste of time.
Yeah. When that becomes your reality, dealing with people and perceptions and, measuring yourself against whatever you're seeing and all of it, and you slip out of the real world and building real relationships and friendships and having real conversations.
Yeah, the comparing, too. The comparing is something that you and I didn't have to grow up with.
Exactly.
And we're very, very fortunate because especially young girls today, and Jonathan Haidt's work on this has been really interesting. His book, The Coddling of the American Mind, is a great one. And it's all about what you can see, like, exactly when social media is invented, all this self-harm and all the suicidal thoughts, suicidal ideation, and suicide all goes up for girls. And it's comparing themselves.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's such a bizarre thing that a person can get super duper famous just dancing on an app that goes online, and then they make millions of dollars, and they're like your age, and you're like, what's wrong with me? I'm a loser. You can't just live your life and hang out with your friends.
Yeah.
Everyone is in constant comparison with impossible people that shouldn't even exist.
And then you add the layer of AI onto that, where you have complete. You've got videos and pictures of people who are a digital construct.
Not just that. People are paying to talk to them.
Right.
There's this guy. They found this. They were doing this study on AI girlfriends, where people have like interactions with AI. This guy was spending $10,000 a month on his AI girlfriend.
Oh my gosh.
ISIS could get that guy. They just gotta find him. If they just find that guy, they can talk that guy into anything. If you're willing to get, if you're gonna give an AI girlfriend $10,000 a month, yeah, you'll join the Moonies. You'll be in whatever comes along, grabs you, son. You're vulnerable.
Yeah.
They'll get you.
But that's, you look at what's happening on college campuses across the country right now. It speaks exactly to that vulnerability of being manipulated or sold an ideology and then grabbing onto it as though you now have a sense of purpose.
Yeah, that's the problem. The sense of purpose is like so attractive to people that there's so many kids that want to be like so righteous and they just want to like criticize and yell at other people who don't feel the same way they do. And so you're seeing these Israel versus Palestine things on school campuses. I'm like, my God. Which brings me to, this is an interesting thought. Like, what's your opinion on this potential TikTok ban?
I oppose it. I oppose it on the grounds of free speech and civil liberties. This is, speaking of fomenting fear, this is one of those pieces of legislation that's, if you just read the talking points for those who support it, and it's supported by many people in Congress on both sides of the aisle, you think like, oh my gosh, we've got a national security risk and you've got concern for our kids and all of this other stuff. But when you actually read the language and understand the implications of what this legislation does, it's not really about TikTok at all. It's about government being able to choose what platforms are acceptable and what are not, and what we as Americans are able to either get information from or put information out. And then you look at, okay, well, if they're giving themselves that authority, how will it then be enforced? Then you get into the civil liberties concern of the Fourth Amendment, of government overreach and trying to figure out, okay, well, now I'm going to have to look into your phone and figure out if you're the guy who's using the VPN to illegally download this app. Then you're looking at, the designation is that if you have 20% or more ownership stake or stake in a business that has been designated by our government to be illegal because of its association with a foreign adversary. There are a few countries listed there, but the president would have the power to designate any other country a foreign adversary without any kind of, Congress wouldn't have to take action. It's a unilateral move. You are also implicated if you are someone who the government determined
Because I
session, everybody getting high. Rhythm with selection, hard like no Mars. If selection is the best, we gonna bust some more tonight. Never come to walk, you know, never come to fight. Just put out a gun, put out a knife, let them all unite. Put out the herb and put out the pipe, and everybody lies. Everybody in the dance who wants it high, high. Anybody with their hands up to the sky, come on, get them. I'm gonna get the on, them Babylonian. Some Babylonian don't never got no champion. Them one up in the music, I'm on the bucket though. Anything you do with them, gonna do matter with them alone. It's a billion, 10 times a million. Roll up them, flip them, my necklace with a billion. Raise them up to the sky, put them up if you're high. Let them see you come move. And it's so I can do. Connie Roots, how you feeling? And I can do it, I'm with you. California, look, look, look. Oh, it's you and I need it, it's you I'm dreaming. Oh, California, look, look, look. It's right. You and I need it, it's burning up tonight. Y'all smoking? So put them hands up in the air, place them anywhere we don't fucking care, Cause I got it and I like it right there, If you got it, then go pass it over there, Anywhere I go, I choose. Anywhere I go, I choose to be with you. Anywhere I choose to go. Here I choose, I go, you're not alone. How y'all guys feeling out here? Woo! Thanks, brother. How y'all feeling out here? I don't think anybody heard you. How y'all feeling? Now y'all ready out here? Come on, Cali Roots Festival. What's going on, NorCal? We got a national song right here. It's called Till It Gets Wet. How wet are we out here tonight, California? Woo! Messina, no. Messina, 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 no, no. Oh, no. Messina, no. Messina, 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 no, no. Oh, no. Until that shit gets wet. The time I see making a movie, man, and I forget it. But watch out until that shit gets wet. The time I see making a movie, man, and I forget to wanna say that it's a woman. But let me say from the arm. But it women that might tear my heart apart. But it want you and they wanna tell me it's the sea. But it want you and say that you give it up on the bed. But I see man. But I see man, but I see man, but I see man, you know. Oh, no. But I see man. Shit gets wet. But I'm right, give it up for all the bands rocking out here. How loud can we be out here tonight, NorCal? Come on! Damn, it's been a nice ass day. We're gonna shake this motherfucker up right here. Yeah, baby. It's called the Ska Ditty. What up, North Carolina? Come on! Baby, don't take two pictures with your dancing baby, 'cause you know we gotta be moving on. Say, baby, don't do too quick because we can't be beat. You know we gotta keep our feelings on. He said, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, on and on. But while the music's not keeping it all. Say, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, on and on. But then you gotta keep on feeling it all. Don't leave me on your door. Don't leave me overload. When she gone, when she gone, when she gone, when she gone. Woo! Let's give it up for Ramo and OG on drums and percussions out here. What we really want to know is who's smoking that good sesame out here tonight. We should have hands reaching for the skies out here tonight if you're blazing that goodness. Come on! This time out here is for you. It's called The Wicked Rebel. You go calling that Dr. Moore right here. You go looking for those good sensei. NorCal, y'all smoking that good sensei. Let's keep these hands moving side to side out here tonight. We want to rock this shit out here for y'all. The one they call the Dr. Moore's got the chronic in his right hand. But when you smoke a number, then they call it on the right man. They smoke. It's doing it, they all start shaking. But this is not prescription, you're gonna know that I've been taking this as sign. Take it at least 2 times a day. See, man, if you wanna make quick and live in it, then you're ready. But I want you to pick it up. Before they get started down, you got to pick it up. Once you straight up on the ground, you got to pick it up. Before they fall, they want to come to see you again. Yeah, see this now. I'm behind the two men, I go, what just move it for. You come on, find out that they want to wake it, man. They control this, somebody say, bring me a go. motherfucker's dope. Bringing smiles to faces, baby.
questions that white people are gonna cancel me for. Every time you do this to me last time. What's up, guys? I'm Kim Congdon, and I'm doing Answer the Internet. Would you rather your girlfriend or boyfriend be able to read your thoughts during sex, or all the time except during sex? 100%. I would want them to read my thoughts during sex, because then they could be better.
Give them some tips.
Yeah, that's exactly what they need. If they're reading my thoughts not during sex, it's gonna hurt them more than it would.
You have to.
For sure. Easy question. Easy. Would you rather have a 3-inch dick or only last 30 seconds during sex? Let me tell you. As the man, I'd rather have the 3. I think, because then I'd learn to eat good pussy.
Yeah.
As if I'm the woman receiving, I'd rather have only the 30 seconds because I feel like I could mentally train myself to come in 30 seconds.
On the clock, let's go. See, I think the problem with 3 is, like, you can be good at eating pussy and good at everything else, but like the visual and like people knowing that you have a 3-inch dick is tough.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, to be honest, like if you're with a guy that like he's just good at eating pussy, it's just like if all your meals were dessert. You're like, eventually you want something savory.
Starts out pretty fun. Quickly you're sick of ice cream.
Yeah. I'd like a chicken sandwich if I could. Make it 6 inches. Oh, this is. Why do you give me questions that white people are going to cancel me for? Every time. You did this to me last time. Would you rather kill 25 kittens in a row or 1 dog?
I feel like you get drunk on blood after like.
How do you say delicious, de-lovely, delectable, divine? How do you say de-gorgeous, de-with it, de-groovy, de-fine?
Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan podcast by night, all day.
Cheers. Here we go.
This is the
I
second
feel
time we ever
great.
worked out together.
I know. I feel great.
It was awesome, right?
That was great.
It's a great way to get the day started.
It was perfect, actually.
We do these the comedian boot camps. So did it today. We did it with Hassan and Derek and Shane Gillis, and we have fun. So you get the workout in, and you talk a lot of shit, and you get
That's the
silly.
best
It's
part.
really fun. It's just like real silly.
Yeah.
You know, we have a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for the invite. It was
Oh, my pleasure.
I've been on the road for for weeks. And so, if you're lucky, you get a decent hotel gym.
Right.
But you got to be really creative.
Yeah.
Most of them, the best they'll have are dumbbells, and that's it.
I just realized you're the second celebrity to do that with us, and the second Hawaiian. Because The Rock did it. So
Samoan.
it's like there's something going on.
Samoan pride here.
Something going on with
That's
Hawaiians
funny.
coming
We'll
here.
have to figure out. Max Holloway is Hawaiian and Samoan too.
He didn't work out though. Max, last time he was here, he was just off of his win.
Yeah,
was just
he gets a
chilling.
break
Yeah, he was just
after
chilling.
that, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, take some time
No,
off, bro.
I was telling you, like the sauna, I am definitely like from the islands because I'm okay with heat.
Mm-hmm.
So 20 minutes in the sauna was good. It was challenging, but it was good.
Yeah.
The cold, however, that ice bath. I've done that like a quick polar plunge briefly, jumping in, jumping out, but
And that one was at the lowest setting in terms of the jets of water.
Okay.
So what we have is called a blue cube, and blue cube is the type of cold plunge that has an engine in it that you can turn on to higher levels of waves. So if you turn it like to the highest level, it's just rushing at you like a river.
Is that better or worse?
Horrible.
Okay.
It's horrible because you never develop a thermal barrier.
Okay.
So if you can just like all cold water immersion is very good for you. It's good for cold shock proteins, norepinephrine, mood stabilization, makes you feel better.
Right.
All those things are good. But the still cold is much more tolerable for whatever. I don't know what's better for you. See, that's the question. Like, is it better? Is it just as good and more tolerable? Or is it better to suffer for the full 3 minutes? Because if you turn that bitch
Suffer
on,
more. Is the benefit proportional to the suffering? Is really
I'm
the
not
question,
sure.
right?
I'm not sure if you suffer more if you get more benefit, or
Right.
if there's a point where you're actually hurting your body.
Right.
You know, like maybe there's a point. I mean, obviously, if you stay in the cold water
Yeah.
too long, you'll die.
Yeah.
That's what hypothermia is.
Yeah.
So, but there's a level where if you just get a few minutes in, it's really good for you. So I don't know if it's better if you're miserable.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. But if you want to test your mind, that blue cube is the one to do, because
Yeah.
that sucker gets fast. That sucker gets like a river. So you're just
Wow.
laying in there, and it's like
An
shit.
assault of cold water.
The moment it sucks when you climb in, that moment never changes. That's the difference. Because in a regular cold plunge, after a while, you develop like this thermal barrier. And even though it sucks, it only sucks like 80% of what it sucked when you first got in.
Yeah.
With the blue cube, it's 100% suck. The whole
Every
ride
time.
suck. It just sucks.
So it sounds like you got to try it at least once.
Yeah.
And figure it out.
Well, you did just doing it the way you did it for
Yeah.
3 minutes. Like I said, the first time I did like a minute and 24 seconds. I was like,
Well, I couldn't chicken out in front of all the guys. You know what I mean? It's like when
Yeah.
Hassan says, "Well, I did it 3 minutes to show up for the rocks." Like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm not going to be the one who chickens out at a minute. That's not an option.
Well, you did it. You
Yeah,
did it.
no,
You-
it was good. It was good. It was very challenging. It was good. We don't have a cold plunge. It's like, okay, I'm not gonna go and like find bags of ice every single day from 7-Eleven and dump in the bathtub. So I just, when I can, I just like dump my face in ice cubes and water.
That's good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that'll wake you up.
Yeah.
All that stuff's good.
Yeah.
There's some pretty reasonably priced options for coolers that you could actually do in a bathtub now. So there's a bunch of different ways you do it, but if you got the scratch, like one
Yeah.
of these blue cubes or something similar,
Yeah.
Morosco makes a really good one too. They're really good.
Yeah.
There's
I
a
can
bunch of
see.
them.
I can see how that the after feeling
Yeah.
gets kind of addictive.
I'm sure someone will reach out to you. try to get you to use their shit. It's very good though.
Yeah.
But it's also like the camaraderie, the fun.
For
You know,
sure.
have fun, listen to music.
For sure.
Laugh a lot.
Exactly. Yeah. This is perfect.
Yeah, it's a good way to get a podcast started.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, and by the way, congratulations to the marijuana enjoyers of the world, because the DEA officially rescheduled marijuana they're going to reschedule it to Schedule 3.
Wow.
Which still, it shouldn't be illegal.
Yes.
We know that.
I agree.
But baby steps.
Yeah.
You know, the fact that it's making progress at all just shows that the collective will of the people is being heard, at least somewhat.
There was, I'm trying to remember who it was. Somebody was telling me that, like, the decriminalization crew, they gave an American flag made out of hemp to a member of Congress to fly above the Capitol, because it's a normal thing. Like, you know, I would get people when I was in Congress calling and saying, hey, it's, my friend is retiring from the military from 30 years. Can you fly a flag in honor of him or her? And so you get a little certificate with it. And this, like, there are many flags that go up and down every day that are given as gifts to people. So someone did it with a American flag made out of hemp. And apparently it caused major problems within the DEA and within the administration, saying, how dare you? How could anyone allow this to happen? It made zero sense whatsoever, but it just pointed to the backwards mindset and thinking and the sensitivity within the DEA and the government around cannabis, hemp, marijuana.
It just seems a massive lack of education, too. It's not as simple as, you're thinking of it in connection to marijuana. Hemp is a commodity that has existed forever. In fact, canvas that writers paint on, or that artists paint on, the original word canvas came from cannabis. It was made out of hemp.
Interesting.
They made hemp paper as a better paper. They made hemp clothing.
Yeah.
It's far superior to cotton. The only reason why this is where it gets weird. There's a bunch of things that took place that took hemp away from being a common source of paper and clothing. But one of them was making slavery illegal. Because before they came out with the decorticator, what the primary way they used to process hemp fiber was really painstaking, because it's an incredible plant.
Yeah.
It's a very light plant, but it's insanely durable. Like, hemp clothing is so much more durable. Like, I have a hemp jujitsu gi from Datsura.
Okay.
And that sucker never rips.
Yeah.
My cotton gis, they're good for, like, you wear them for like 6 months, a year. The shit starts going. Even like really strong, stable cotton threads start going. These hemp gis are like, they're invincible. It's crazy. And hemp paper is so difficult to tear. It's like a completely different kind of paper.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Yeah.
It's an amazing rope. It's like you could use it to make concrete. They make hemp. Have you seen that where they make houses with it?
Yeah, my dad is a state senator in Hawaii. He's the chair of the Agriculture Committee, and for years he's been the state's biggest advocate for hemp as an economic driver and to try to help revive agriculture in Hawaii. And so he's talked endlessly about the houses and just everything, all of the different benefits of hemp. He's got some hemp aloha shirts and the whole deal. This thing that you're talking about, though, the federal government and the classification is the biggest barrier to this actually becoming a really viable and thriving industry in our country, because people are growing crops of hemp, but they've got to go through all of this crazy THC testing. And I've talked to people who are farmers and business people who are investing in this, and they've had to throw like entire crops away because of, I don't know the details about the testing, but it just, 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2 when you look at the reality of the benefits of hemp and the farming process and the concerns that they have within the DEA.
So is the concern if it has any level of THC at all becomes illegal, even if you're just processing it as a commodity and you're not using it?
Right, correct.
But they understand, like, it's very valuable as a commodity.
Yes.
This is it's so stupid. This whole thing is stupid because we're always concerned about, and rightly so, about cutting down forests to make paper.
Right.
Right? Well, guess what? Hemp paper, you can grow an entire like, first of all, it's much more viable. You have much more product. It's much more durable, and you can regrow it quick.
Exactly.
It just grows right back again.
Right.
Whereas trees takes years and years to grow them back. Hemp, you got another season. Whoop.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the hemp plant. Grows crazy fast, super light, super durable.
Yeah.
Just got to think about it as a commodity and stop connecting it to marijuana.
Exactly.
And you're going, well, this is invaluable because this could solve a lot of our problems, especially with deforestation. And then if you look at it for building materials, like, wait, this might be the greatest building material we can use.
Yep.
It's incredible insulation.
Yep.
It's very durable and strong. And again, renewable, like instantaneously. It grows so quick.
Yeah. What's interesting, I mean, for us in Hawaii, I mean, tourism is the biggest economic driver we have. And every time there's, you know, in the post 9/11, when people weren't traveling so much, during COVID, when everything shut down, businesses go out of business. Small businesses are driven out because if they don't have that driver. So the conversation always comes up about, okay, well, we've got to diversify our economy. And this is one of those areas that has huge potential for a small island state like ours in Hawaii. And what's interesting is Mitch McConnell, I believe he's from Kentucky. Their state is also a state that is promoting hemp as a major agriculture driver. So there's opportunity there, but it requires a lot more education from those both in the administration and in Congress to actually take down those barriers and allow it to actually truly be an industry in America.
When we first started selling hemp protein on it, we used to have to get it from Canada. You can sell it in America. Can't grow it here. I'm like, what? It's just food. It's just hemp seeds. It's really good for you. It's like full of amino acids and rich in protein, and they're like, no, can't grow it. That shit's illegal.
You know what's nuts too is the military. People who are on active duty in the military, they can't put hemp seeds in their smoothie. They can't use any CBD balm that you can buy at the freaking gas station or anything at all because
CBD balm.
Yeah, CBD balm. Anything that has your energy drink that has
CBD.
Yep,
Kill Cliff. Yeah.
Cannot. Not allowed. You could seriously get punished
So if they
if
catch
you are caught.
Are they testing blood for CBD?
They're not testing blood for CBD.
So it's just illegal. So if you get caught with the product.
If you get caught with the correct. And their fear is like you're gonna piss hot because you take the random urinalysis tests and everything else. But I laughed. I mean, again, it's lack of education, it's fear, and it's like, well, this is banned by the federal government, so the military must comply. But at the same time, the guy within the Army, the civilian who was putting out this policy, he also said you're not allowed to eat anything with poppy. You can't eat a poppy seed muffin.
I was going to bring
because
that
you
up.
might
That's
piss
the wildest
hot.
one. Well, you will. Yeah, you will. Like you can go to Dubai. You go places where it's like seriously strict, Saudi Arabia, they'll test you for heroin. You'll test positive for heroin. Yeah.
Unreal.
Poppy seeds are rough. That's a scary one. It's like, wait a minute, bagel poppy seeds?
Right.
Those things make you piss hot for heroin?
Lemon poppy seed muffin?
Yeah,
What?
they tell you if you go in for drug.
You want them grades, and it isn't the right thing to do. Well, I soon will be crying, begging for more, and I need to prove it to you. Yeah, no, you trying to conquer. Oh, you never will conquer me. You ready? Who? Ha!
know they try to wrong me, but they never will wrong me. Cali all about the door moon. Never know the reason when they come to pocket it. If they coming through, they telling you just get on the floor. See us on the floor, smoking out in the bed. No reason that she holding on the tree. If it's burning on the weed, them never live with them before it. And Rudy, really you. What they coming through, raising on the ministry. This is you and your bread. Why again and again? Oh, the ministry. And this is you and your bread. Oh, the ministry.
Social battery is feeling pretty worn.
Of your first month.
Funds to help communities thrive, which not only helps us look good, but helps the causes that they support make us all feel good.
It's about pressure, failure in front of a large group of people. Even though I know, because I've always said that about, that's why I'm in comedy, because I get the brush, but if I bomb, I don't have to go to hospital. So it's like the perfect thing for old man Jason to get into. I'm still scared. I'm still like, ooh, on my toes, like, be good, just like I am if I'm gonna fight, if I'm gonna be in a skateboard contest. But if it goes bad, I just get in my car and I feel suicidal for like 2 days.
Why do you think that we, just I guess as humans in general, feel like we need to feel scared to live?
Do you think it's everybody? Because I don't know if it's everybody. I think some people are very lucky and they just enjoy their day.
Truly?
I don't know.
I kind of feel the same way. I like...
It's about pressure.
and on, on and on and on and on and on. No one can I. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I'm in the dancing mood. Are you smoking? Are you drinking? I'm in the dancing mood. Removing all your thinking. I'm in the dancing mood. Cause you're here with me. I'm in the dancing mood. Y'all feel like dancing? Well, I'm in the dancing mood. Yeah, I'm with you. Do you feel the beat? Can you move your feet? And can you clap your hands? Can you clap your hands? Beat on and on and on and on and on. On and on and on and on and on. No walking out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I'm in them dancing mood. It's a beautiful feeling. I'm in them dancing mood. When there is no ceiling, I'm in them dancing mood. Cause we smoking outdoors tonight. I'm in them dancing mood. When I'm home. That one going out to Delroy Wilson. Y'all feeling good? Thank y'all for hanging out with Slightly Stupid tonight. Listen to the reason and you know just why the sacrifices so you live for today. Put 'em on top, gonna make me believe in the righteous man. Put this hand in you to show you the way. I want you go to life, this is going up. But don't know why no man I'm losing in this. Because you know I'm gonna damn you. I said you know I'm gonna damn you. I said you know I'm gonna down, down. You know I'm gonna down, 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 down.
Got the time for us to go identify the body's not shot. Got your ass up. This one will never be the bait to that. My khakis here, real low. Strap with. When it going on, and it's all up in the stupid and security gone. It's gonna take me down. With my brain, my brain, I tell me, damn you. Say, damn you. Say, down, 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 down. Come on, no, can't get 'em up. Let's give it up for these boys and the horns out here tonight. Y'all feeling good out here tonight, NorCal? Simon Stupid wants to say thank y'all for coming out tonight and making this shit with the cracking out here. On a Saturday night, said who's got this, and who's got the wine. Look out the window, say the man's surprised. They got the man and Lou and he's flashing lights. He said, you know your body's fucking over with because you're smoking joints and you're rolling this. You don't make what you think I think of this. You pull out yourself, I said, are you aiming this? You see?
And I think they're ready. County Road.
Alone in my yard and half of a bottle of rum down. Frustrated the face of the case, I wish that it goes up, it is only to calm down. The sun's out, well it might be, I don't know. Been wait for 3 days, same again tomorrow. Cause I let my girl go, and that's all very boring. Man, I call up my friends, they got work in the mornings. Cause it ain't gonna work unless you put your all in. It ain't gonna work unless you quit, you're fooling around. But I'm married to the music, not fooling around. Grab a couple of drinks, get the tube into town. I'm texting my friends just to see who's about, but it's 4 a.m. and it seems that I am out my mind. But you're not out of mine. I better go out tonight. I call up my friends and see what they're suggesting. Just what you're suggesting. I'm out my mind, but you're not out of mine. songs ain't written sober. That ain't cause I'm getting older. See, we broke up in September and it's starting to get colder. And I'm struggling to remember by the times I used to hold her. When the things got rough, I told myself that I'd be better off alone. It'd be better if the weather didn't chill me to the bones. Together forever's the word she used to tell me on the phone. Whatever for better or worse, though it seems there's a blessing, it is on my curse. When it comes to my insults, and oh my good lord, I'm out my mind. But you're not out of mine. I better go out tonight. I'll call up my friends and see what they're suggesting. Just what you're suggesting. I'm out my mind. But you're not out of mine. I better go out tonight. I'll call up my friends and see what they're suggesting. Just what you're suggesting.
Screen reader on. Docs/installing drivers.mdf master middle.01 push the screen reader off.
I
Don't you worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow won't be worrying about you. These days I seem to think a lot about the way I'm living, not trying as hard as I should and being less forgiving. I know I shouldn't hurt myself for the errors that I make, but when you're alone, self-destruction seems the only way. So then I got to thinking about my mortality, about how fragile and fleeting this life I have ahead of me. Regret is not a friend I wish to keep. I know my enemies, they're working from the inside, trying to take the best of me. We've got to keep our heads screwed on, for hope of getting through another day. As time goes on, it won't be long until we found a way and carried on. So don't you worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow won't be worrying about you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't you worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow won't be worrying about you.
I know that nothing is guaranteed, and that life won't wait and the time won't cease. So I try and get by with a vibrant mindset, finding a time with my inner peace, and the fact that I'm trapped in a land unmapped on a track of a chain, and I just can't see how preparing the brain's gonna tame the future. Okay, so what will be, but I felt that pain in my heart when Ken died. Know that I carry it with me daily with all lost loved ones. I guess that's life, right? Since that my life might try and break me. Tomorrow's a heartless guy and a highlight. Promise to no one gets all crazy. Don't watch tomorrow cause he don't love you. Just make sure you're cool today, see, trust me.
We've got to keep our heads screwed on, for hope of getting through another day. As time goes on, it won't be long until we found a way and carried on. 'cause tomorrow won't be worrying about you.
By the way they look at me, I can tell how people think of me. By the way they look at me, 'cause I'm living in a crucial world where I must come through. I'm living in a crucial world where I must come through. Peace and love come from their lips, but war and hate come from their top one day. We must reach the top, I say. We're sure to reach the top one day. We have been struggling for over 4,000 years. Do that children We've got to fight with all our might, yeah. We have been slaving for over 4,000 years. That children got to reach the top one day. Said we must reach the top, I said. Must reach the top one day. So come on, my brethren, yeah. I say, come on, my sister. For we've got to fight, fight, fight with all our might. Yeah, yeah. Got to fight, fight, fight. Got to fight, fight, fight with all our might. Just children all them I try.
Gather round, everyone. The fun's about to start.
All them I try. Fight down high. I just a dread out there. I just a dread out there. So forward of yourself. All the dread among the eye. Oh, Jah. I just a dread out there. Oh, Jah. I just a dread out there.
versus Hera.
Victory or death! I must protect the wild. My greetings. Minions, take to the streets. Spectacular.
We've got a high turnover rate.
Stay alert, my children. Danger.
Mi sueltando.
From nothing, power.
Abakush come to rock you. Abakush come to shock you. Abakush come to mellow. So in a cute and rock.
On the wings of evil.
Abakush come to shock you now. We Abakush come to rock you in a cute and rock. Double time and double
It's your lucky day.
Spineless mortals.
seen all futures. Yours ends here.
We gotta be our rule, baby.
Mi sueltando.
Anduin versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory. Light smiles upon the just.
Light sings, and the impure fall. Job's done. I've got more left in me.
Mind if I roll me? Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
in pure form.
I can't. Thank you.
Inside voices, please. The fate of the world hangs in the balance.
The future is clear. Your demise be near.
Magic minds.
Care to dance with death?
Pain, speak to me.
That I can
You are the shadow's puppet.
happy. My world was so complete, but darling, I just
I really love the Liquid Lash Extensions mascara. People ask where
that this would happen to me.
Magic minds.
My
Greetings.
world was so complete, but darling,
Hello, my friend.
I just didn't know that this
Please, I'll due back
would
tomorrow.
happen to me. Gone is the joy of having and holding you, and gone is the hope, but not the memory of you. It's the thrill, it's far. Gone is the hope, but not the memory of you. Gone is the hope.
Their legacy will be revealed.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
Gone
So really the wisest thing to do, is to just allow them. Tosh, welcome. And just allow them to rise and fall, right? You hear me, Mia, when we do meditation. Your emotions are just like your breath. They rise. The way you see it, you can either face your emotions head on and move forward, or it'll destroy me. Emotions are physiological reactions, right, to triggers, to stimuli, internal and external stimuli. And they are not meant to be in the driver's seat. Because if we let them drive, then they do. Then they will shipwreck us, right? They will run us into the wall. They will run us off the highway. They will take us backwards. They will crash the train, right? Because they're not logical. They're not reasonable. And they're not usually aware of the present moment. Usually our emotional reactions are attached to, past programming and wiring and whatnot, just based on our experiences and our previous experiences and input and stimuli. So really the wisest thing to do, is to just allow them. Tosh, welcome. And just allow them to rise and fall, right? You hear me, Mia, when we do meditation. Your emotions are just like your breath. They rise. That. Thank you for the follow. And so I went traveling around the country one summer, and I was like, I might as well just do my research, right? So not every person, but lots of people that I met, I would ask them to let me guess their sun sign. And I was 75% correct on the rising sign. And I thought that was really interesting, but it turned out, of course, because your rising sign is the ego mask or the ego character that you present to the world, that you learn how to interact with the world with. And I was talking to strangers, people I had just met. And so, of course, what would I get? Hey, Ashley, what would I get? But their ego self, their rising sign was the first thing that I saw. You know how, and it opened me up to this understanding, a deeper understanding of that same concept that when you meet somebody who maybe isn't so attractive when you first meet them, but then when you get to know them, suddenly their features physically seem to change. You see further attraction in them as you find the things that you love about them, or vice versa. Somebody who's very attractive when you first meet them, and then turns out, get down in the grass and look for the tiny little things, the tiny little messages of growth, the tiny little ways. Thank you for the follow. The way you see it, you can either face your emotions. All right, there we go. You guys ready for some tiny yoga? Oh no, hold on. There it is. Yes, Doggo has been under my feet all morning, so he will probably be in the frame. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. It is 9:07. Woo, I'm already warming up, just chatting with you guys. Okay, what do I have underneath? Okay, I got clothes on. All right, so, again, in the West, or I shouldn't just say in the West, many of us have this misconception about yoga that it's just calisthenics, that it's an exercise for the muscles, and it's meant to give you a nice shapely booty or a flat belly or work on your, chin or whatever it is, right? But there is so much more to yoga, so much more in the way of becoming familiar with yoga, getting back into your body. And so these poses don't have to be acrobatics, right? Thank you, my friend. They don't have to be acrobatics. What we really want to do, again, is get into our bodies for a few minutes. So we're going to spend this class, we're going to take about 30 minutes, get into our body, warm up our spine, warm up our joints, look for places that are feeling stuck and give them a little bit of extra attention. Okay? So again, if you're sitting on your butt right now, and assuming you're not driving the car actively, then feel free to participate. As planks in a 90-degree angle. So you want your knees right above your ankles. And then whether you're wearing shoes or you're barefoot, just roll your feet. Let's start by rolling them to the outside and then up towards the toes, around the inside of the feet. Without lifting your feet off the ground, I want you to just kind of feel into the soles of your feet. Again, whether you're barefoot or wearing shoes, just feel into the soles of your feet, rounding out. Move them however feels comfortable to you. Just pressing into the base, feeling through your toes, heels, the ridge of your foot, outside of your foot. Again, then get your entire foot nice and pressed So send the palms flat, palms forward, and then palms down, back of hand forward. So palms forward, down. Extending the fingers out. Nice warmth to the wrist, to the hands. Go ahead and release that to your thighs, and then we'll windshield wiper the knees back and forth. Just allowing this motion to be comfortable and moving. Overextending ourselves. We're not in the middle of a workout right now. We're just moving our knees. arching your back towards the back of your chair, dipping your chin forward, exhaling, and then inhale, chest forward, chin up, arching your back forward, and exhale back to cat. Again, moving at your own pace, inhaling forward for cow, exhaling back for cat. Couple rounds. And exhale for your last. Back to so go ahead and bring your hands to your heart. Inhale. And as you exhale, turn towards the right, bringing your front hand to the outside of your right knee. And then using your back hand to either hold on to the back of your chair, back of your bench, put your hand on your bed, whatever it is, and give yourself a gentle, put a little pressure there to gently twist your spine a little bit deeper. As you inhale, release that pressure, allowing your torso to come out of the twist just a little bit, and then exhale back into the twist. You're doing 3 breaths of this. Inhale, come out, and exhale back in. Just bringing yourself to the edge. We're not going over the edge, we're not overextending ourselves. Out. Exhale back in. Feeling into the twist. Inhale last time, coming out. Exhale. Back into the twist. Inhale. And slowly come back to center. Rest for a moment. Your eyes are open. Close your eyes. I really like to take these moments in between. Do a couple poses and then pause just to feel how the body feels. You often forget to rest. Go ahead and place your hands in your heart, and we'll go to the left side now. Inhale. And exhale as you twist to the left, putting your front hand on the outside of your left knee, and placing that back hand on the back of your chair or your bench or your bed or whatever it is, and wherever you place your back hand there. Offering yourself a gentle twist. Inhale, slowly come out just a little bit, and exhale back into the twist. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Need some space. And exhale. Exhale into your twist one last time. Out. As you gently come back to center, warming your spine. So we're going to move into some upper body. We're going to move into the swaying palm tree pose. So you want to interlace your fingers and send your palms up above your head, and just give your, you can go one side to the other, right or left, again, giving your side body a nice stretch. Inhale back to center, and exhaling to the other side. Alternating back and forth, following your breath, inhaling back to center, exhaling back to the side. If you don't have the space to extend your arms all the way above you, you can do this by holding onto your elbows, reaching up with your elbows, trying to keep some space between your shoulders and your ears. You're not trying to close your ears up here, but you want to extend your arms up so that it creates that upward motion, up energy in your muscles, and then exhale to one side. to center. Exhale to one side. And then go ahead and extend your arms up the rest of the way, opening your hands, and we'll go into chair pose, so leaning forward gently into chair pose, using your abdominal muscles to hold your torso. Inhale back to center. Exhale to one side. And then go ahead and extend your arms up the rest of the way, opening your hands, and we'll go into chair pose, so leaning forward gently into chair pose, using your abdominal muscles to hold your torso up, not your back muscles. Try to relax your back muscles while you use your torso to hold yourself into a gentle chair. Now take a glance at your knees and ankle alignment. You still want your knees to be above your ankles, so if that's not the case, go ahead and adjust your feet just a little bit. Take a couple of breaths here in chair pose, wherever is comfortable for you. Again, using your abdominal muscles to hold your torso in this position. And then exhale. Release. Let's move back into standing palm tree. So again, interlacing your fingers and either sending your arms all the way up or holding elbow to elbow. Couple of sways back and forth. Inhaling at center and exhaling to one side. Extending those arms up and leaning forward out for chair pose. Again, using your torso to hold your upper body at a nice 45-degree angle from your thighs. Relax those back muscles. If this is not available with your arms extended, you can also place your arms on your thighs, just keeping your torso at that 45-degree angle. Take a couple more breaths here. And back to center. We'll do a forward bend here, and we're going to combine it with a little bit of self-massage. So place your hands, place your palms on your thighs, and as you slowly move into the forward bend, just run your palms down your legs, offering your thighs, knees, shins, a little bit of pressure, and just move down forward into this forward fold wherever feels comfortable. If you can get all the way down to your feet, great. If you're on your thighs or your knees, that's fine. And just let your head hang wherever you find the edge of your movement. Take 3 deep breaths here. Inhale. Opening those thighs nice and wide, placing the palms on the inside of your thighs, offering a little bit of pressure, inhaling first, and exhaling, putting pressure on the thighs to open up those inner muscles. We're not overextending ourselves, so be mindful of your hips. Please be mindful of your groin muscles. If you are tight, do not overextend yourself. And we're keeping the spine elongated, chin parallel to the ground, not putting an arch in the back. Just a couple of breaths.
This is a call to arms to live and love and sleep together.
And back to frog, inhaling and exhaling, opening the thighs.
We could flood the streets with love or light or heat, whatever. Like the parents out, cut a rug, twist and shout, wave your hands, make it rain, the stars will rise.
Keeping your left foot pointed towards your left, turning your right leg to keep that foot flat to the ground, 45-degree angle, moving yourself to the edge of your chair here. Inhaling those arms all the way out long and strong, extending through the fingertips, making sure you have that nice 45-degree angle in your front leg. Toes pointed forward, putting a little bit of pressure into this stretch right here of your thigh. Two, three breaths. Exhale back to center.
In a couple of years, tides have turned from booze to tears. And in spite of the weather, we can learn to make it together.
And move up the sides of my torso, around across my belly, up over my rib cage, and all the way down my back. Pause to take a big deep breath just into my entire back. And exhale to release. Moving up across the shoulders. Same thing. Inhaling and exhaling if tension is still present. Moving down the arms, across the elbows, down the forearm, over the wrist, hands, and fingers. Back up the arms, over the shoulders, and up the neck, all the way around the neck, the base of the head, over the back of the head, over to the face, checking in on any tension in my brow, in my temples, in the muscles in my ears, in my cheeks, in my jaw. Bring your attention to the very tip of your nose. Scan the entire body, breathing any tension you find. Now bring all of your attention to the very tip of your nose. Even with your eyes closed, keeping your eyes closed, imagine that you are staring at the very tip of your nose. Continue to breathe slow, steady inhales and exhales. All of your attention on the tip of your nose. Let everything else fall away. All of those sensations in your body. Any tension remaining in your body. Any sounds in the room around you. Let them all fall away as you hold your attention on the very tip of your nose. Inhaling and exhaling slowly and steadily. And all the sounds in the room around you. Any far, far away sounds. All away as well. Any thoughts that arise, let them rise and fall. Same way your chest rises and falls with your breath. Without attachment, without judgment. All of your attention, all of your awareness on the tip of your nose. There is nothing else. The tip of your nose. Bring your hands to prayer, or simply lay one over the other over your heart in gratitude for today's practice, in gratitude for these divine meat bags, magnificent meat bags that house our souls. Offer yourself a little gratitude for taking the time for self-care today. Look at that, you took self-care while sitting on your butt. How about that? And thank you so much for joining me. I always appreciate sharing this space with you. Thank you so much. When you're ready, go ahead and gently open your eyes. Open back. Open up. Welcome, guys. Okay, this is our tiny yoga for small mobility and small wings spaces, because while we would all like to cultivate those infinite cosmic powers that come from mindfulness practices, right? Like yoga and meditation and whatnot. But sometimes it becomes difficult if we are in a tiny little place. So this is a simple, this is going to be just a really
gentle, simple flow. If you want to find yourself a chair, all you need is a chair. You can do it in a chair, on a bench, in a recliner. Last week I did it in my RV. Today I've got friends staying, so we're doing it in my more space. But the point of this again is that these are things that you can do almost immediately. So if you are, I was gonna say if you are driving, not if you are driving. This is not yoga for driving. Maybe another time we do yoga for driving. This is yoga for small spaces. So if you're pulled over but you're in your car and would like to join us for a little bit of yoga, feel free. If you are sitting at your desk at work, feel free to join us for this as well. If you simply just have a small living space, you can also do this on the edge of your bed. Pretty much any seat you've got. It can be cushy, it can be sturdy, but you are going to want to sit on the edge of your seat. And again, it's yoga for everybody in every space. Living in the RV, mostly full-time, for many years, I felt like I couldn't practice. I couldn't do my yoga practice because I didn't have enough space. And I lost a lot of hours of practice because I go, I can't do it here. My yoga mat, I could lay my yoga mat out, but that was it. It was like I had just barely enough vertical space. I couldn't put my arms up all the way. And I felt like I was really limited by that space. And yeah, so we're gonna do some tiny yoga for every space, for everybody. Limited mobility or not, small space or not. So feel free to find yourself a comfy position or comfy spot to sit. We are gonna wait just a few more minutes till 10:10 to get started. And I think this will be a regular live class also on Fridays. I may move the time a little bit to either same time as the Bhakti Bite stuff or later in the afternoon, depending on who enjoys the class and who wants the class. If you enjoy the class and want a different time, she'll still change my schedule. And if you are new to yoga, this is also a really simple practice too. Synthetic authenticity, yes, changes are afoot. Big changes are afoot. The universe sometimes just like shifts everything and shoves you through a door. And when it does, we rejoice. I actually realized last night how freeing sometimes big change is. While on the one hand, it's terrifying and chaotic, and there's a lot of things to think about and manage and whatnot, but at the same time, change is also sometimes feels like a breath of fresh air. Sometimes feels like being able to step outside and move. Yeah, so change is good. Yes, my name has changed, and the Lamaskar name will change as well. I'm moving over my personal business Move with Change. MoveWithChange.com. So that's what this account will change to. You don't need to follow a new account or anything like that. Pretty much the same content, minus the ones. All right. It is almost 10. Yeah, I'm super excited. All right, guys. Body, we have to talk about that after we get started. Let's go ahead and find ourselves. It's almost 10:10 here, so let's move. Let's get some tiny yoga in, yeah? Let's move our bodies just a little bit. I really like this too because when I get up in the morning, my low back is super stiff. So this is very similar to the flow that I do for myself, just on the edge of my bed. So again, this is yoga for tiny yoga. It's yoga for every space, yoga for every body, especially if you have limited mobility or limited space to